This case study explores the proof-of-concept testing of the first phase of CTAC's Mineral Finder Technology, or MFT, for gold exploration at Wonogiri in Indonesia. MFT is a cutting-edge mineral exploration method that is designed and proven to optimize the return on your exploration capital. MFT is a three-phase electromagnetic survey technology. Phase 1, lasting up to 8 weeks, involves remote work analyzing the Earth's electromagnetic field using satellite spectrography data. Designed for large-area surveys, Phase 1 provides a top view of subsurface geology and mineral reserves. It can also generate a side or depth view, but without mineral calibration samples. Depth estimations in the side view have error margins. While Phase 1 guides further investigation, it lacks precision for drilling program planning. Phase 2 involves fieldwork in 2 steps, taking up to 4 weeks. It collects and analyzes field data to create high-precision maps of the areas of interest identified in Phase 1. Step 1 delivers a top or plan view map with accurate location, shape, and grade information for subsurface reserves. Step 2 constructs a side or elevation view to develop accurate maps of the depths and layers of the subsurface geology and reserves. Phase 3, completed in a laboratory over 5 weeks, processes and integrates data from previous steps to create a detailed 3-dimensional reserve model and a full technical report. We at Teck Minerals are an Australian mining and exploration company with its own assets and projects, sought to test MFT on an already explored reserve to determine MFT's suitability as a new technology for expediting greenfield exploration. This reserve, known as the Far East Gold Tenement at Wonogiri, Indonesia, is a 3,928-hectare project, containing porphyry and epithermal gold deposits, along with copper, molybdenum, and silver, was chosen for its diverse terrain, including native forest, farmland, and settled township, and the willingness of Far East Gold to share existing geophysical survey data, drill hole data, and ground access for the fieldwork phase. We opted for Phase 1 satellite work with the option to proceed with further phases based on the initial results. The work commenced and concluded in May and June of 2023, respectively. The primary objective was to compare MFT's ability to detect gold occurrences on the tenement with the existing reserve models. To ensure an unbiased evaluation, the MFT project team only received the survey area coordinates and a list of target minerals. The selected area was a rectangular 3,180-hectare section within the tenement. Far East Gold had already conducted extensive exploration at Wonogiri, including 3 drilling campaigns totaling 50 drill holes and 8,000 meters of core samples. Far East Gold provided us with the drill hole data and JORC resources report. Our geophysicists then completed the MFT and JORC data correlation process. The Wonogiri tenement contains a porphyry gold deposit, with mineralization reaching the surface and exhibiting coincident soil anomalies. The deposit's upward projected surface area is roughly 500 meters by 500 meters, visualized by the yellow shell in the reserve model graphic. A smaller high-grade gold zone exists within the deposit, measuring 150 meters by 200 meters on the surface, shown in red in the graphic. Previous drilling established a good understanding of Wonogiri's gold grades, with minimal gold found outside the deposit area except for some potential fracture-controlled occurrences in the southeast. The primary aim of the Phase 1 trial was to assess whether MFT's processing of satellite data at a tenement scale could detect the approximate location of the Wonogiri gold deposit. Since Phase 1 focuses on large areas, 2 potential outcomes were considered. These were, firstly, maps reflecting scattered high-grade gold in the soil, or, secondly, results matching the subsurface gold distribution with a peak centered above the known deposit. To benchmark the MFT results, we created a positive result map for the gold deposit. This map, illustrated by the red dashed line in the graphic, depicted the estimated outer limit of MFT gold detection, highlighting areas with the highest concentrations of subsurface gold. We also generated approximate contours for visualizing positive results. These predictive maps were withheld from the MFT team and remained for internal Teck Minerals use only. The MFT Phase 1 top view successfully identified the presence, depth, and structure of the gold reserves. The top view map, shown on the right, is the contour map derived for gold in the MFT Phase 1 trial. It displays the most prospective locations in yellow and the least prospective in green. The map revealed a total of 18 gold targets, exceeding background levels, with the primary gold deposit positioned centrally. The dashed red lines represent faults mapped by MFT, with several anomalies elongated and aligned with the faults, suggesting fault-controlled mineralization. The targets AU1 and AU2 represent the most promising gold anomalies identified by MFT. Correlating the MFT map with the historic drilling data and JORC model demonstrated high MFT accuracy. The MFT blind test results closely matched the known gold shell location at Wonogiri, with strong correlations to the subsurface gold mineralization. Our geophysicists stated that these findings suggest that MFT Phase 1 holds significant potential for remotely identifying subsurface mineral deposits. Two-side view, or depth, sampling points were chosen, named V1 and V2, corresponding to the centers of anomalies AU1 and AU2, as shown in the image. The MFT side view is typically constructed in Phase 2, using surface data collection with specialized field equipment for high accuracy. The Wonogiri trial employed Phase 1 satellite data, a process currently under development, and excluded the critical calibration step, using mineralization samples from the tenement. This resulted in higher error tolerances compared to Phase 2 work. Calibration samples enable precise location and depth measurements, with a margin of error between 1.5 and 5%. Without calibration samples, the margin of error increases to 15 to 20%. This slide compares the MFT Phase 1 AU1 virtual drill hole depth results, shown in the column chart on the left, and the 1 gram per ton gold grade shell JORC model, shown on the right. Drill samples were also used to confirm MFT's accuracy. In the image on the right, different colors represent distinct mineral layers: yellow for gold, green for molybdenum, blue for silver, and orange for copper. The graphic shows the V1 results for U1 at the same depth scale compared to the 1 gram per ton gold grade shell for Wonogiri. Despite the omission of calibration from samples and the fact this Phase 1 process is still under development, the top section of the MFT scan aligns remarkably well with the gold mineralization up to 100 meters. The scan also demonstrates reasonable agreement with the drill hole data between 100 meters and 250 meters depth. At greater depths, the results remain promising but are not as precise, particularly around 380 meters, where the gold shell shows low volume. Our geophysicists noted that these findings verify MFT's capability to further define potential mineral deposit parameters at depth before drilling commences. The map on the right displays the MFT-derived gold contour map, overlaid on the known drill, defined gold grade shell at Wonogiri, shown by the yellow polygon. The map utilizes transparency to allow visualization of subsurface mineralization. The MFT blind test results closely matched the location of the known gold shell at Wonogiri rather than the soil anomalies, with strong correlations to the known subsurface gold mineralization. We believe that these results suggest significant opportunities for MFT Phase 1 for remote identification of subsurface mineral deposits. We concluded that the Wonogiri blind test successfully demonstrated the potential of MFT to expedite exploration, reduce costs, and minimize risks associated with mineral exploration programs in a real-world setting. Based on the comparison of Far East Gold's data and the MFT satellite model, it was deemed the project was a success. Consequently, we opted not to proceed with Phase 2, field surveys, and Phase 3, three-dimensional modeling for further precision. Notably, we are now both a client and a partner of MFT in Australia and Indonesia. MFT offers considerable benefits for mineral explorers who incorporate this technology. MFT can be used onshore and offshore for various applications, including greenfield pre-selection of areas by mineral potential, for studying areas with complex geology, for exploration of deep deposits, and for mature, brownfield surveys or reinterpretation of previous studies. Mineral finder technology and its sister, oil and gas finder technology, have been successfully used in the mining and petrochemical industry for 2 decades. MFT has been employed in over 400 successful research and commercial projects, to reduce time, costs, risk, and environmental impact of exploration. If you'd like to learn more about MFT, we invite you to contact us using the information on your screen.